Did your estate plan get completed? This is episode 31 of Estate Planning Weekly, and I am Don Rolfe, your host, and I'm the owner and founder of Northwest Legal Planning, an estate planning and probate law firm located in West Linn, Oregon. Did your estate plan get completed, or is the estate plan that you are contemplating putting together right now going to be completed? I recently was reminded of something that happens quite frequently when I met with a gentleman this past week regarding probating his mother's estate. And his mom had done what she thought was a responsible thing, and she had gotten a will put together. I think it was an online package, a couple different online packages. However, she never signed the will, and she never had signed it in front of a witness. She never signed it on her own. It was just a printed out document that set forth what she probably intended to have happen, but since she didn't sign it, her estate plan was never completed, and that will most likely is going to end up being useless. The court won't accept it as her last will and testament, and therefore everything, all the work that she had put into it, all of her wishes, her desires for how she wanted her assets to be distributed amongst her beneficiaries and heirs, is going to be put to the side, and basically her estate is going to be divvied up based upon the intestacy statutes that the legislature has put together, and the legislature is going to decide who is going to get her things. It's a bit of a disappointment to the gentleman that I met with, and I will tell you that I have had people be disappointed by that on more than one occasion, because they've come in with what they thought was an estate plan, but really it was just a letter from a parent who had passed away or an unsigned document of some sort, and there just really was nothing to submit to the court to say that this is the estate plan. And this happens when people work with attorneys as well, especially when they're developing trusts. So people will put together a revocable living trust, they'll get it signed, they'll get their powers of attorney signed, and all of the other documents are going to go into their estate plan. And unfortunately, they don't take that next step, which is absolutely necessary if you want the trust to work the way that it is supposed to, and they don't fund the trust properly. They don't transfer their assets in. By the way, if you have any questions about this topic or any other estate planning topic, do feel free to reach out to me at any time to schedule a complimentary consultation or strategy session. You can do that by going to myEstatePlanMeeting.com, and you can put yourself right on my calendar, and we can either meet on the phone or in person for a half hour, and I will answer those questions and explain to you your options for an estate plan. But completing your estate plan is a very important step. The most important step is deciding and actually going out to put it together. But once you have got the foundation put together, making sure that it is executed, signed, sealed, delivered. If you have a trust, that all of your assets are put into that trust, it's crucial. Now, on the trust side, if it doesn't get funded, but your attorney that put it together, or if you put it together yourself, if it's been done in the right way, there will be a will attached to that estate plan that leaves everything to the trust. So while we're not going to be avoiding probate altogether, all of your assets essentially will have one beneficiary under your will, which was the trust that didn't get funded properly. So the probate would be a little bit more streamlined, because there's only one beneficiary, and that's your trust. And then once all of those assets get probated and transferred over to the trust, they can be distributed to the heirs pursuant to the trust standards. However, if you have a will that's been put together and it hasn't been signed, that's a big problem. That's not going to be operative, and you know, your heirs are not going to benefit in the way that you had intended or put together in that will if you haven't signed it yet. Again, if you have questions about this or any other topic, do feel free to reach out to me, myEstatePlanMeeting.com, and you can meet with me for a half hour and ask me any questions that you might have about estate planning, and I will give you my best answer. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, and maybe you have questions that I can't answer, and hopefully I can find somebody for you that can. So once again, making sure that you complete your estate plan by making sure it's properly executed, that if you have a trust, it's properly funded, are crucial in making sure that when you are gone, your heirs are going to get and have what you expected by putting together that estate plan, both the process and the distribution of assets. All right, until next time, take care. Bye.